put that pot outside the house, who can access it? Whoever is going on that road, if they wanted to drink some water, they can access. So giving access. So now if you have files and folders in your Node application, no one can access it. You have to give access to it. How? By using app.use. By app.use, because that is a middleware. That's like what we have done. We have said app.use. Then we said express.start. Then here I have to give two things basically. Here the second parameter, the folder you wanted to give access. The folder we wanted to give access. We said path.join from path module and it's underscore this name. That means what? The current folder path will be getting. Then we have given uploads. That means this is giving the full path. Yes, uploads will be added. For that we are giving /uploads. That means what? In the URL after localhost after port, if you give this folder can be accessible. This folder can be accessible and its files also can be accessible. That's what we have used express.start. And what is the use navigate and use location? What is use navigate? Use navigate is a React router DOM hook, which is useful to navigate from one component to another component through JavaScript. Through JSXML is linked, through JavaScript is use navigate. So any hook is a function actually. So you call that function and that returns an object which you stored it and call that. So I'll say let navigate is equal to use navigate. We are calling. Then this navigate. And we say which component you want to do, which URL basically. If you wanted to pass any data, you just create an object, then state, and here you assign whatever you want. Then you are sending it. Sending is different, receiving is different. Where you wanted to receive, I'm sending it to ABC, I want to receive it in ABC. So in ABC, you use the use location. Let the location be then the location dot the state object dot whatever you want. That can be accessed. That we are discussing. This is what we have discussed in our last session. But setup took more things. Database creation, user creation, sign up form creation, all this. And today we are going to work on okay. And in your task, what is the problem in IT? opening. And I wanted to install the package. I wanted to install the node packages, node module. I already have a folder, so I'm just copying. Node modules. Now client will client will include will start running. Then I'll come to server folder cd server npm. This will start running. And in the server, what is the name of the database and all those things. What is BD? BD DB. Login is the name of the table. Okay. So if I see the code, database is Cypress 0. First of all, I have to create the database, then I have to create the table. Okay. I'm creating a database already there. Okay. Then I have to add login table. Same code. This file. This will be importing. Then I'm changing it to create. Now it should be connected to database. The packages are installed. It is connecting also. This is our React.js application. Now let us see what is there in it. In server uploads is there. Uploads multiple files are also there. Those files are there in database also. Now I should know the username and the password of the user. So I can log in. Virat@gmail.com 123556783. Okay. After email, you have your mobile number. Email should be password usually. you know post, update is also very easy. It's the same thing. Update means you have to send the data, right? The new data. It's the same thing. If you know get, deleting is also the same. You have to tell what to be deleted. That will be done. Nice your email. Virat@gmail.com. Password, login. Your email should be displayed. It is not displaying. Let us see what is the issue. Right click. HTTP localhost to 233 uploads. Okay, this is coming. Now, first of all, I'll copy this and I'll check whether this image is accessible or not. The image itself is not accessible. The path is correct. The image itself is not accessible. Then that means something is wrong in express.static. Slash uploads weekly. Let's try this. It should work now. Not available. We'll go through. Slash uploads. Where is the path here? Slash. That's what I told you earlier. No? Replace uploads with upload slash. That means probably what you have done might be correct. What you have done here might be correct, but the database sending you the wrong. After uploads, I'm giving slash. It is not giving. Okay. Seems to be multiple errors. So here we have to give slash. Here no need to give the slash. So here I'm giving the slash. Here I'm not. Issue is correct. Then I'll come here. Then I have added slash. So two issues. One issue is you have given the slash in the wrong place. Here you give the name of the folder. Here the URL slash. This is first correction. And second correction in database. In database, if you observe here, after upload slash is missing. After upload slash is missing. Now this is the bug from database actually. So once you get it, wherever uploads is there, you replace uploads with slash. Got your point? In that case, the JavaScript strings we have uploaded. Just replace. Then it should. Okay. This is the problem from database. That too from Windows version only. Mac version it works. Windows version, there might be some solution, but that we have to look into what is the solution. Okay. Understood the problem and the solution. And now we are going to work on update. Update is nothing but usually if you wanted to get the data, we use get request. If you wanted to send the data, we use post request. And if you wanted to update or delete, for update we will use either put or patch. Delete means we use delete. Now we will try this update, we will try this delete. Now let us try this. Let me open our application. Login is now it is the one we have used. Let me open it. Okay. Now I have to run the application both on client side and the server side. Okay. And say delete. Client I am running. So CD. Now it will open and run the application. The application which we have created in our last session. Now what I wanted to do, first I will try with update. Now I wanted to change the password, or I wanted to change my profile pic, or I wanted to change any details. I have to use update. Use update. Update means you can send either put or patch. Put means change all the details, and the patch means change few details. Whether you use put or whether you use patch, it doesn't matter. What matters is the query inside that. Whether you use put or patch, the query is the matter. Right? Now, let us try to implement this put. What I wanted to do, I wanted to change the password. I wanted to change the password, or I wanted to change the profile picture. That I wanted to implement it. Now, what I will do, I am just logging with the Praneeth at gmail.com and login. So welcome to Praneeth, which is working fine. Now what I wanted to do, I want to change the password, for example. Now here sign up is there. Now I wanted to use this form and create for changing the name or changing the password or something, changing the profile. I'll be using. Now what I will do, I'm going to client Saxi components, and I'll use this sign up for update details. Yes. And usually people don't change names. Usually they change the password. So now what I want Email is something which we don't should not allow to change. But let it be email because we have to detect which user is there. The email we need a name. We don't need it because we are not going to change the name. And the password, let it be. We want to change the profile pic also we can change. So now we have three fields here. One is email, and there is password, and there is profile. Email is useful to detect whose ID value should be changed for that email. And password is the new password, profile pic is the new profile. Okay. Then we are almost done because here also we have to send the data. Now what I will do, on click of the button, create sign up is there. I will change this name to update details. Okay. I'm changing this. Okay. Now what I will do the changes here. First of all, on click of the button, we have created the form data and assign the values of name to form data, which I don't want this. I'm deleting it. Email data, email ID, we are sending it to the server. Password, we are sending it to the server. Profile pic also, we are sending it to the server. When it comes to request option, it's not post, it is put or patch. Anything is fine. So I'm saying put here, and I am sending the data. I'm sending the data. Now, well, when it comes to here, sign up is there. Here I'll change the API endpoint to update. API endpoint name is update details. Now it comes to the server. We already have sign up here. What I will do, I'll create one app dot put say slash. Okay. And in updating also we can upload the profile. So they may send the file. So I'll say upload dot single profile. The profile pic also may upload. Then I'll say request. Now we are using Multer here also. And what I'll do, I'll say console log request dot body. Whatever the data I'm sending, I'm sending it through request dot body. Now we are almost done. We have created for post, right? The same thing. Request we have changed it to put, and request we have changed it to put. Change that API endpoint name we have changed it to update details. That's it. Anyway, we are sending the data. Instead of sending name, we are sending only email and password and profile. Now let us see if this application runs. Now what I will do, I have created the component, but I have to create the link to go to that. Login is there. Say which page I wanted to go. Update this component is also keep it in browser product. So I'm coming to after. Same. Understanding it's the post thing, the same thing, we are just modifying a bit on it. Okay. Which is not coming. The reason is I'm not getting it. component name is still sign up. I change to okay. And, how to export it also. Okay. Naturally, import shipment also should come. Import will come automatically. It is input. Now I'll just go to login screen. Now we have sign up is there. Now update is there. I'm clicking on update. I'm clicking on update. We are coming here. Now I'll say any at the gmail.com. I'm telling some password and I'm using the file desktop. Let me change it. Amitabh, I have selected it. Now, if I click on this sign up button, it should pass to the middleware. So, sign up. Now, if I come here and see, are able to see email we are getting, password also we are getting. That profile pic request dot file dot path. Then I will be getting that. So we are getting the details. Now I have to write a query to update it. So I am coming here. What I will do, update details. I'll write a query. Say what is the query? SQL query equal to update from only, right? Update into a from white of WP school channel. WP school SQL update. Update table name. No into no from. Okay? Table name. Okay. Then table name. What is the table name we have created? Employees. Create employees. Then set. I have to change the password. I have to set the password equal to double quote, single quote, $10 request dot body dot password. Then profile is equal to single quote dollar request dot body request dot file of files dot file request dot file dot path request dot file dot path we have created it and we have to specify where email is equal to request dollar request dot body dot. Now the query we have generated and now I just print that query once for safety reasons whether there anything wrong or not query. Then what I do is say connection dot query. I'm giving SQL query. Then the result. Then what I will do query. If error is there, then response to application else response to application whatever the result we get, the same thing we are. Now let us see how it works. Now everything is set. Now what I will do, Praneeth@gmail.com, and I am changing the password to Marn. Password to Marn. I am saying the file is Amitabh. I am clicking on this button. This button also has to be changed actually to update details. Now I just right click. Let us see what will be. Bad field error, unknown column, password. Triple S is the password. So query is wrong. My query is wrong. Triple S is there. So I have corrected this issue. Now try that. So update details. I think. Field F0 affected rows 1. That means one row has been changed. Now let us come here and see. If I refresh it, I think ours is the name of the database is Air India. Then employees, I should see Marn is the password. Are you able to see? Marn is the password. Amitabh is the file. Now what I will do, I click on login. Will say Praneeth email.com. Old password is Praneeth. It's a login. But it says invalid username or password. So give Marn login. Become the Praneeth and Amitabh Bachchan. Post and update both are same. The only thing changes is the query mainly. That is one thing. And another thing, instead of .post in service, .put or patch. And while sending the request also, just specify put or patch. Now I have written for put. Patch is also the same thing. Nothing changes. Instead of put, you put patch. Usually put means change all fields of the row. Patch means change few. We are changing only few. What those few we are changing? Password and profile pin. That means we right thing is patch instead of put. Then in that case you change it. That's it. Now what I do? I wanted to change it to patch because I am changing only two things. Instead of put, say patch. Here and even update details also. Request options. Stop put, I'll say touch. That's it. Change the name, that's it. Now I'll try this with another. Sign up. I'll say not sign up. Update. I'll go to prakash@gmail.com. Password is Marn. I'm changing. Choose file. Instead of Prakash shows his bottom there. Now I am selecting this Balaja. Instead of the same one. Then we can't differentiate. Now Bahubali 2 first I am setting. Now console. So update. Now I'll click on login. Now if I say Praneeth email.com, the old sorry, not Prakash. Prakash email.com, old password is also Prakash. Naturally it should I change this to what? Login. Welcome to Prakash. The password is the picture of this. Got your point? Clear? Understood update. If you know post, update is 90% the same thing. What are that 10%? You have to change from post to either put or patch. In the service point of view, in the request options, you have to change to put or patch. And whatever you wanted to update, that unique value you have to set. Email is the unique in our case. So we are sending that email. We are not changing the email name, but based on the email, we are changing it. The query we have written accordingly only, based on the email only, where email is the same thing, what the user is typing. Change the password and profile pic based on emails. That's why we need it. Okay, understood? Okay. Next, we are going to work on delete. Delete is much more easy. It is much more easy. But you have to specify what to be deleted. Unique thing. You have to specify what to be deleted. It can be either ID or it can be email ID. Email ID is recommended because that is we wanted to use it. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll create one more component. Update details. Now let me copy paste change this to delete. Yes. And I am changing this to delete. And I'm changing it to here also. So I have created the component. Now I want only email. That's it. I want only email. Based on that email, I wanted to delete. Now password I don't need it. Profile pic I don't. Here I'll say and I am going to this function update detail. And here I'll change the name to changing the function to delete user. And I can use form data or I can use get also. You can use get and whatever you wanted to delete, pass it as a query string. Pass it as a query string. Now, for get, you don't need of this form database. You are just deleting all this. No, I don't need form data basically. I'm deleting form data. For deleting, I don't need to send any files. I don't need to send all the passwords and all this. Not required. I'll simply say method get. Okay. And what I will do here, the URL delete user, the API endpoint is delete user, then question mark, then query strings. Email is equal to whatever the user has typed in the email. Now, let's say we have email input. Email input. Email input dot current dot. This is like JSON. This is like a get approach. Right? We are getting the get request. And this is the URL and that email I am passing it as a query string. The API endpoint name is delete. Then what I'll do, I'll come here. I'll create this is get only. And what I do, I'll say slash delete user. Then Then here we'll be getting that whatever the user we wanted to delete, we'll be getting it as a query string. It's a request dot query dot email is the one we'll be getting it. Now I'll say it is console dot log. That email ID we'll be getting it. Now I'll say I'll write a logic here. So let SQL query is equal to now for delete I have to use delete from or insert into or nothing. Let us so delete from table name where condition. Now it's a delete from table name employees where condition email equal to dollar request dot query dot email. The query we have given and I'll say connection dot query. Then that SQL query we are giving. Then there are others. Looking works fine if there is error. I'm sending response dot JSON error. That error I'm sending. Else if everything works fine, say response dot JSON. Got it. Now let us try. Everything works fine. Let us try. Are we sending properly or not? Delete user. Okay, I'll click off the button. I have to call this. Just to delete user. Delete user. Now we have to. We should get linked to this delete user screen also. So in login screen, I'll create one more. Right. So now the component I have to link it in app.js to go there. App.js. Delete user. Right. So now let us see whether it works fine or not. Now delete user is not defined in line number 17. Delete user is also reported now. Update details is not defined. Line number 30. Delete user. Line number. Change this to. Click off the button. I have to call this delete user function. Now I'm clicking on delete user. Now, for example, I'll type dheeraj@gmail.com. Let us see whether it works or not. Right now, Dheeraj user is there. Dheeraj user is there right now. And say delete user. Okay, face error. You have an error in SQL syntax. Email input of dot current dot value. This error we got it. Delete from employees where email is equal to. Here I have used from employees where email is equal to that single quotes I haven't given. I've observed it. Single quotes I haven't given. That's why it is showing SQL. Now let us try again. Click on delete user. Field count 0, affected row 0. Let us see. Refresh it. Is it deleted? No. THEEREJ@gmail.com. So what is the query it is generating? Something is wrong. Looking to that what is that? Not delete user. Okay, if I click on this delete user, but the query is not generating properly. Up to here we got it. Email input of that format value. And click on the delete user method get. Okay. Here dollar I have used it. Let it be this backtick because I'm using dollar backtick. I'm using dollar star bracket. That means it should not be in double quote. It should be backticks. Understanding what I'm doing? Now I think we have corrected that issue. Now let us try again. Delete user. Affected rows 1. We thought that Dheeraj didn't come today, so we have deleted Dheeraj user. By the time we delete it, he came back. Not delete. Now, okay, I wanted to delete this UU is there. Right, I'll come here. The email name itself is UU because we haven't given regular expressions. Let's say delete user. Affected rows 1. I'll come here. Refresh. Understood get, post, put, patch, delete. Put the patch, no need to worry about it. Either you use put or either you use patch. What is the query you write inside it is the normally put means update all the fields. That is for if you use it. Patch means update any few. Right now we are changing only few like email and not email, password and profile. That's it. Patch is recommended in this case. But whether it is put or patch, what you write query inside that matters. And I wanted to implement this put as well as patch. Got my point? Right now we are working on MySQL database. CRUD operations like creating, retrieving, updating, deleting. We will be working on CRUD operations again in MongoDB. There no need of SQL. Everything is functions with parameters. Here, whatever I wanted to get, I have to write query. There, whatever I wanted to get, I have to. There is a method called find. In the find, you pass what you want as a parameter. You get it. Here, if I wanted to delete it, delete the query, I have to write it. There is a method called delete many. In that, I have to pass a parameter what to be deleted. Here, update, if I want to update query, so I have to use it. There, update many function is there. What you wanted to update, you have to pass as a parameter. Here, if I wanted to insert into, I have to use it. There is a method called insert many. That function we have to use it. Here, SQL queries, their functions with parameters. That we will be working on it actually. Still, there are some issues are there. Now, see, now you have created accounts. I am giving an example. You have created Pulse accounts. Pulse database I have access. So can I see the password? As per this, I can see. No? As per this, I can see. But there is another mechanism which I want to cover. Usually for passwords, people use. Now, if you ask me, sir, you have access to the database. Can you tell me your password? I cannot tell. Because there is a separate package available called bcrypt. What? Bcrypt. Now, once we receive the password, we don't save the password just like that. We will bcrypt it and save it. Now, the password is Marna. You are sending, but while storing, it will say $AEFI, something like that. I cannot tell what is your password other than you. Now, if that is the case, Sundar Pichai can tell what is my Gmail password. He is the CEO of that Google company, can tell. But that if they don't convert it, that is not a standard. Got a point? So that they will be learning in our future sessions. Okay, but we have covered all the CRUD operations from client side, middleware, and database. We tried multiple times. The main point is where to be written. If something is wrong, we may need to correct the database side, we may need to correct the middleware side, we may need to correct the client side. That is that activity, but everywhere it is JavaScript only. Not a big deal. By practicing, you will be. How many people can drive car? Many people know car driving. While learning, it might be difficult because you have to see through eyes, handle legs, and the steering. So many things you have to do parallel. But people are comfortable with that. Yes, sir. Same way, you have to handle all the three. Initially, it may find difficult. Gradually, it's easy. Okay, I want you to try this. I want you to implement the sign up functionality, delete user functionality, update functionality, and get the users. Once you logged into it, get the user details. Like all the CRUD I wanted. Understood, Dheeraj? Well, I am late today. We discussed that day with Joe on Saturday morning. I have messaged also, I think. I haven't messaged. Morning I have messaged. You're expecting 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's not possible. Whenever I wake up, first thing I have done is messaging you. That's it. We have worked on update.